The following video you are about to view centers around the Court Street Garage, which is the building right behind me, located in Frederick, Maryland. And while originally this video was intended to be lighthearted and generally mild, it certainly turned into anything but a normal run-of-the-mill video. The parking garage behind me is a branch of the government for the city of Frederick, and like all governmental bodies, they are supposed to work for us, the people, the taxpayer. I would like to preface this video with a good piece of advice that every governmental body should adhere to. If you're ever going to violate federal statutes, state ordinances, or civil liberties, it's probably not in your best interest to do it to an attorney, a journalist, or anybody who is determined enough to put a spotlight on your violations. Now, law is law. Rules are rules, and truth is truth. I think that's something we all learned as kids. I want to conclude this monologue by stating that a law could only ever be a law if there is someone there to enforce it. Without enforcement, it's merely just a legal suggestion. This video started with the intent of playfulness, but it ended with a stern determination to see justice prevail. With that being said, I hope you enjoy today's video. Alright guys, today we're going to try to stick it to the man. I received 2 parking tickets in downtown Frederick, Maryland. The issuing agency is the City of Frederick, Maryland Parking Department, Court Street Parking Garage. Like I said, I received 2 tickets, and this issuing agency just goes way too stir-crazy with issuing tickets. They are far too comfortable doing this to people, and they definitely show no remorse. I can tell you straight up, if I didn't pay this, it says that within 30 days they're going to send this ticket off to the MVA and they'll suspend my registration, so on and so forth. And this is over small ball stuff, and in my opinion it's fairly petty. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the bank. There's 2 tickets, $20 a piece, so that's $40, and we're gonna pull out, I should say, $40 worth of pennies, and we're gonna pay both of these tickets fully with $40 worth of pennies. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm headed to the bank right now to pick it up, and before somebody says, oh well, aren't you just gonna make some poor clerk sit there and count through thousands of pennies? I thought about that, but here's the good news. We are definitely directly sticking it to the man, because you pay this at the Court Street parking garage. This is where you pay it, and this is the agency that issues the ticket. So the people who issued the ticket are going to be the same people, I should say, who have to count all the pennies, or who have to handle the pennies. So I'm essentially directly giving the pennies to the people who wrote the ticket and who are enforcing this. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head to the bank right now, pick up some pennies, and we're gonna get this matter taken care of. I'm gonna get my debts situated. So we're here at the bank, not too far away, and let's get us some pennies.
Yes, hello. There should be an order. I called in yesterday. I'm not sure who I spoke with, but there should be an order on file for $40 worth of pennies. That would be for me. Is that you who I called? Wonderful. Thank you. You know the situation. Thank you. Over here? Thank you. Pennies, please. Pennies. I'd like to give them pennies.
Wow. That it? $40, yes ma'am.
This is 25.
That's 25, okay.
30, 35, 40.
40, wonderful. Thank you very much. Here we are walking out of the bank. We have $40 in pennies. This is a lot heavier than you think it is. So let's get it in this car. All right. we have the pennies in the back of the car, and at this point, we're just gonna head home. We're gonna take the pennies out of the rolls, and we're gonna put them into plastic bags, and then we're gonna take them to the parking street garage. Back home now, we have the $40 worth of pennies. We just lugged it all in here. And from here, what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna put it all into this Ziploc gallon freezer bag, and we're gonna take it on up the street. So here we go. We have just completed loading all of the pennies into the 1 gallon freezer bag, and it took just under 1/2 of an hour. And as you can see, we have a little bit of a mess here, a lot of different penny roll wrappers. But at this point, the pennies are loaded into the bag. They are ready to be put into the car, and we're ready to take it down to the Frederick Court Street parking garage to pay our citation. We're in the car, ready to head to the Court Street parking garage to pay the fine. As you can see, it's right back there. There are all the pennies. We are now approaching the Frederick County parking garage. Here it is right here. We have to push this button over here to get a ticket.
Please take the parking ticket. Please enter following the guide.
Right here. The spot you park in to pay your ticket. It's this one right here. We're here at the parking garage. Let's go pay the ticket. Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Good. I'm here to pay 2 tickets, 1 and 2. They're both for meters and both $20 a piece.
I hope you're not paying them with all pennies.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Well, we have to count them, so you're going to be standing a while.
Oh, that's fine. Not a problem.
Okay.
These is $40 right here. It might even be a little bit more than that, but this is fully $40. Thank you very much. And
There's a hole in the bottom.
oh, yep. It's a small hole. They'll all make it through. All right, and what I'll do is I'll wait around, and when you guys are ready to give me a receipt,
Okay.
I will just let me know. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help. Well, that was easy. Very easy. You ready for me? Okay. What is that? Oh, yeah, you can take unrolled coins. Oh, sure you can.
No, we can't.
Oh, you can.
No, we can't.
Okay, well, that's good news for you. I have the federal law right here. This is federal law right here. 5103, United States coins and currency, including Federal Reserve, circulating
We're not
notes.
taking them unrolled, sir.
Well, you can roll them, sir.
No, we can't.
You can roll them. They're right there.
We're not taking them. You can
So
move on.
you're
We're
declining?
not taking unrolled coins.
Okay, well, you're declining.
We are not
payment
taking
for my due.
unrolled coins. Period.
Okay. Okay, so you're declining it then.
No. We are not taking unrolled coins.
Because you don't want to, or because that's what the law says?
We are not taking unrolled coins.
But that's not what the law says. The law says you have to. It's for a due.
No, we don't.
Okay, I'm going to be in contact with your treasurer, and I will be back. With these coins, okay, I'll be back with these
Take
coins.
your coin.
I'll be back. Thank you. So they would not take the pennies unlawfully. They do have to take them, but I'm not going to sit there and cause a scene over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to the next level, and I'm going to contact the district attorney. I'm going to contact perhaps the local sheriff's department, and we're going to get them involved because that is legal tender. They have no choice but to take it. Federal law says so, and they want to play difficult. That's fine with me.
but I will be back in this establishment to pay in pennies.
So from here, this is really where I started to spin in circles and get nowhere. At first, I tried to reach out to the City of Frederick Police Department to provide me with an assist for making the payment, but the officers advised me that it was a civil matter between me and the city, and it was not in their jurisdiction to handle. They advised I take it up with City Hall, so that's what I did. I went to City Hall for the City of Frederick to speak about the issue with one of the receptionists in charge of city debts and payments, and she also advised me that it was not a matter that she has control over. She told me I would need to contact the parking superintendent for the City of Frederick, and that he would be the only one who could potentially resolve my issue. With several attempts to reach out to the parking superintendent for the City of Frederick to no avail, I realized that I was going to get nowhere bouncing back from agency to agency. It was at this point I decided to ramp things up a bit and file an official complaint against the Court Street parking garage, and I sent it to the city attorney for Frederick and the Human Resources Department as well. I also filed a request for preliminary injunction pending complaint and a preservation notice to the garage to preserve any surveillance footage and other evidentiary records that I may want to use against them. I promptly heard back from the acting city attorney for Frederick, whose only comment to me was inquiring about if there was a specific reason that I wanted to pay my fines in unrolled pennies, and telling me that my pennies present, quote, practical difficulties. And while the question has no legal relevance, I simply responded by saying that the reason I was paying in pennies was because, for the moment, it was the only U.S. currency I had in my possession. I also advised her that I could not comment on any practical difficulties because the payment I was offering was lawful and valid. The acting city attorney then turned the case over to another attorney who works for the City of Frederick. He reached out the following day via email to say that he understood that I had a disagreement with my ability to pay for a parking violation and to give him a call. And while it may be nitpicky, I wanted to immediately correct that brief false assumption. I did not have a disagreement with my ability to pay for a parking violation. I could pay the violation, and I was trying to pay the violation. I advised him that my only concern was the Court Street garage unlawfully refusing my payment. He responded to my email by saying that he understood my concern and that he was going to take measures to ensure that my coins would be accepted by the Court Street garage. He concluded the email by asking me to call him the following day so that we could set up a time I could come in to have the garage take my payment. And this is when I knew I had them in a legal checkmate. It's worth mentioning that at no time did either attorney ever mention that what I was attempting to do was not permissible.
All right, so it's the morning of July 15th, and I just received an email from the assistant city attorney for Frederick City. He confirmed that everything is good to go and that I am lawfully trying to pay these fines. And he said he would get all of this taken care of and set up a time probably this morning to have me come in to have the coins counted. So it looks like this is going to break in my favor, and we're going to call him here in a minute, but that's where we are at this moment.
Hello, good morning, Mr. I received your email this morning as it relates to your potential conclusion to this concern, and I just wanted to reach out to speak with you directly. I also just real quick wanted to tell you that I do appreciate your attention to this matter and the work that you're putting forth to resolve it. So I could come to the Court Street garage today at like maybe 12 o'clock, 1 p.m. to make the payment, but like I've said, at this point, the ball is in your court, so it's whenever you guys are willing to receive the payment, I am here ready to give the payment. Presumably, I will be headed back to the Court Street garage. Is that correct? Okay, that's correct. Good. All right, counsel, thank you very much for your diligence on this matter and getting this issue resolved. So again, couldn't have done it without you. So you have a good day, all right? All right, thank you. You take care. All right, so I just got off the phone with the assistant city attorney for the city of Frederick, and yes, he advised me that what I am attempting to do is lawful, and he told me that he would be in communication with the Court Street Garage in Frederick to advise them that, yes, they do have to accept my coin as lawful U.S. tender for my parking violations. And we set up a time for today at 1 o'clock p.m. for me to go in and to have the city accept my pennies as lawful payment for my parking violation. So it was a pleasant conversation. It went well. We were both respectful of each other, and I am pleased to hear that he informed the Court Street parking garage that lawfully they have to accept my legal tender and abide by federal statute and state code. So, 1 o'clock today p.m., I shall return. All right, guys, headed to Court Street Garage. Round 2. We are back again. Lo and behold, we are back once more. All right.
Please take the parking ticket. Please enter following the bag.
Headed back to park in the 5-minute parking for tickets. Let's try again. Hello, how are you?
Gentleman will be right out to get that to help you, okay?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, guys. God bless you. Thank you very much. Well, it's safe to say they remember me.
The gentleman's on his way, honey. Just hang in there for a second, okay?
Thank you very much.
Why'd you set a camera off across the street?
Because it...
Facing here.
Because it... What do you mean?
I see your camera over there.
Okay.
Why'd you set it up facing here?
Well, I don't have to answer that question.
Because you're in the deck and I control the deck.
Okay. Well, that's public property.
What if I take mine? And
That's
take
fine.
Mine out and film you everything you got here.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. What's your name? You're not going to answer me, are you?
No, I'm not. You can do what you would like with that video. I'm just here to pay a traffic violation, actually, sir.
I'm not going to talk to you anymore. If the money does not come out to the right amount, you will take it back.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you carry that? Come with me?
Yes, sir, I will.
You're entering a secret room now, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're being filmed.
Oh, yes, sir. I do understand. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And thank you for your advising me of that.
Okay, but you can't come in.
Oh, I can't come in? Oh,
No,
I thought he was asking me to come in.
No, you can't.
Would you like
come
me to
in
just give you the
because-
bag?
Yes, please.
Okay.
To him.
Here are the well, let me give you the 2 tickets first, right
Okay,
there. If you want
and
to
I'll
pull
take
those.
them in and I'll pull them up
These are the
for
2
you,
tickets.
okay?
All right,
and
thank
you.
you.
Go around front and we'll be right there with you, sir, okay?
Thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate you
All
guys.
right, you're more than welcome.
Wow. Wow. All right, guys, extremely hostile behavior from the staff here. I mean, just absolutely outrageous, dude. Dude's over here confronting me, asking me why I have a camera set up like 50 yards away from the building on public premises. And he's like, oh, I'll just film you. Go right ahead. But in the good news, they did accept the coins. All is well. They're back there counting them. And it is what it is.
Have a little bit of extra there.
Oh, a little bit of extra.
Back in your
Okay.
receipt, and everything's safe.
Thank you guys very much. I really do appreciate your guys helping me out here. You guys have a good evening, okay? Thank you. All right, guys, it's a good day in the city of Frederick. The ticket was successfully paid, both tickets, fully in pennies. What does that mean? That means that the Maryland Annotated Code is still in effect and our federal statutes are still applicable. This is a good day for justice, and this is a good day for the rule of law. Woo! All right, let's get out of here. I'm on my way out after a long, hard-fought battle. They took the pennies, and we are getting out of here. All right. The guy who's like the guard or whatever stood there by my car the whole time as I'm departing. Well, he can do that.
Not taking unrolled coins.